Hey friends, welcome to Chai Coaching. Rob here with my buddy Sanket. Today we're going to tell you everything you need to know about how to convert your interview into a job offer from a company. Sanket has maybe upwards of 70 to 75 different companies he's interviewed with during his master's for internship, CPT, and full-time OPT jobs. He's got tons of experience. So today we're going to talk about what to do during the interview, what not to do, so that when you're done with those interviews, you get a job offer. Hey guys, so glad you're joining us. Sanket has already talked before about interviews. You should definitely check out his video on how to get interviews. And today we're going to talk about what to do in the interview. Sanket, he just graduated. Tomorrow he's moving for his full-time job, which we're really proud and excited, but also sad that he's leaving us here in Texas.
Oh, yes. I'm having mixed feelings as I'm so used to Texas and being around Richardson, but I have to move to Washington, D.C. And I'm excited for new experiences as well.
If you guys are new with us here at Chai Coaching, we're all about helping you guys be successful here in America. We make weekly videos about that, so be sure to connect with us, subscribe, click the bell icon so you're getting notified when our next videos come out. And yeah, like these videos if they're helpful, and comment below. Continue the conversation. So many students apply, get a few interviews, and then get rejected. We want to help you not get rejected, but get that job offer with a top company in America. So Sanket, what do they need to know? Start us off.
Firstly, thank you, Rob, for giving me this opportunity to talk with my friends and giving them some really good tips on what to do during an interview. And to start with, I would firstly say if you are having a face-to-face interview, be it an on-site or if it's through a video conference over Skype, first thing is maintain a really good body language, the eye contact, and always have a smile. It increases your face value. And always, if you maintain a good eye contact and sound confident, it really matters. It gives that really good first impression to the employer who is interviewing you. Have a really good dress code, formals, very important. Wear a suit and really have that good ideal attire.
Professional look.
Yeah, professional look. It doesn't matter even if you're having like an interview over Skype or Hangout, and if it's like a final interview, have that suit ready, have a professional look on yourself, shave properly and everything. So it's very important to maintain that etiquette, dress well, sound confident, maintain that eye contact, and have a firm handshake if you are.
Firm handshake.
We
like firm handshakes.
Yes.
No soft hands in America.
Exactly. Have that firm handshake when you are having an on-site interview. So that's first thing. Secondly, the first question that you'd be facing would be, and it doesn't matter from whom, like it can be a hiring manager or an HR or even a senior director. The first question that you'll face is, tell me about yourself. And most of the people kind of get confused what to talk about.
They freeze.
Yeah, they kind of freeze what to talk about yourself. I would say if someone is asking you, tell me about yourself, they don't want to like listen to like what your hobbies are, or don't give them vague answers. Stick to what the job description is. Try to align your answers in such a way that they run parallel to the job description. Talk about the projects or the work that you've done, which kind of reflects the expertise which are highlighted in the job description. That's very important. Stick it to the point. Don't kind of like run behind the bush or give them vague answers. They don't want to know your hobbies or anything else. Just stick to the point. Give them clear-cut, simple, easy to understand answers or replies. And all through this while, maintain a good eye contact. That's very important.
What's maybe one of the biggest problems or mistakes students make while they're doing their interview that hurt them?
Well, yes. I mean, as I said, and these mistakes were made by me too. I mean, as I was an early starter in
You
this.
learned the hard way.
Yes, I learned it a hard way. I faced rejections from some of the ideal employers and some of the companies that I was dying to work for. I faced rejections, but then this experience, even though it was very difficult to digest, it helped me to improve. Always answer what is being asked to you. Don't drive the points away, you know. Don't kind of try to confuse the interviewer. He's probably an expert on this topic, and don't kind of try to confuse him or her with some kind of vague answers, because that's a huge turn.
Yeah, you told me that sometimes students, if they get nervous and they get a question asked, they don't answer it or they talk about something else.
Exactly.
And that can really hurt them. So sticking on topic is important.
Stick to the topic, help him understand what you are trying to convey. It is also a good point to kind of pause, think, get your answers in a right, like think through your answers, get your points clearly heard of, and make your answers really concise. Don't be nervous. I mean, I know that it's easy talk, but I would suggest practice will make you perfect.
Now, Sanket, talk about guiding an interview conversation to your advantage.
Yes, I mean, you can actually make the employer ask you the kind of questions that you want to answer. You can actually guide the conversation in such a way that it turns out to your advantage. For example, right from the first question that the employer is asking you, when someone asks you, tell me something about yourself, besides, sticking the answer to the job description or some of the expertise which are needed, try to talk about some project that you have worked on, and if you potentially have a live demo or some kind of an online presence, make sure that you convey this to the interviewer.
So what was your example?
For me, I mean, I had bunch of projects on my GitHub, and I had highlighted GitHub URL, GitHub domain name on my resume. And when I was interviewing with some of my employers, I would talk about projects, and that would all make the employers excited. But then I would make a point of mentioning that I have all of my projects listed on my GitHub, and if you have like time, be it now or later through the day, why don't you just visit my GitHub and see the kind of project that I've done.
We'll put the link on there so you can check it out.
Yeah. And the other thing is, if you have some kind of a demo, a portfolio, be it online through your website, just make a point that you convey it to the employer who is interviewing you. For me, I had really good visualizations on Tableau, which I had kind of developed on my Tableau public profile, and when I was interviewing with some of the companies which kind of needed expertise on Tableau, I would talk about my projects that I did. Not only that, I would make a point that I convey about my dashboards that I had built on Tableau public to the employer who was interviewing me. So I would make sure that I convey this point, and and also encourage him to kind of like, if needed, you can have a look on my Tableau public. So this gives you an advantage and them also an advantage. It's a live proof that you have actually worked, you know what you're talking about, and you are highlighting your expertise in some way or the other. And not many of your competitors or the other people who are interviewing for the post, not many of them are doing it. You are doing it already. Take an advantage of this, and probably you'll have an advantage right through the process.
Proof of the skills and the experience is so important. A lot of students will put stuff on the resumes which maybe they're not 100% good with or really done, but have an idea about, having the proof, having the experience will make you stand out from all the
Absolutely.
competition.
And if you have a proof of it and you could showcase it to the person who is interviewing you, then nothing good like it.
Yeah. All right. So Sanket, let's wrap up here. What is a good way to end an interview to finish strong?
The way I end an interview is, I try to ask them a question. Just like, you can just ask them something like this: do you need any more information from my end? If so, I can send it over by an email, call, or a visit. So it's like an open door. It gives them an opportunity to respond back to you, and also gives you an opportunity to connect with them.
Yeah. Or you could even ask, hey, is there someone in that department or group in the company that you could connect with to learn more, ask
Absolutely.
some questions. But questions are an always great way to end it.
Yeah.
It leaves an open door and more opportunity for next steps.
Absolutely, and you can hope to hear back from them.
Yeah.
Be it any kind of information that they want to provide, or any kind of information that they require, and you can give it to them.
Yeah. And hopefully, if you follow these tips, Sanket's experience, then after your interview, the next time you hear from them, you'll get a job offer.
Absolutely.
That's the
And you
exciting
end up,
part.
and you end up on a good note.
Yeah. But it's always good to have the expectation those first few are great practice. You're going to make
Absolutely.
mistakes, build that experience. So as the semesters go on, you're going to be really prepared and you're going to nail those interviews, and you can expect to get great offers for internships, for jobs after graduation, just like Sanket. And you can be really proud of the hard work you've done.
Absolutely, and I wish all the good luck to my fellow juniors as well as my peers.
Yeah. So follow Sanket's tips and advice. Be sure to join us next time at Chai Coaching. Subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. And yeah, we really want you guys to be successful here. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.